Welcome, my brothers. I hope you're all doing well. I'm D, and this is the Future Fathers FF podcast. My bros, my brothers, and all the fathers across the world, I hope you're all doing well. Excuse me. I hope your missus is all right, your partner's okay, your children's all right. I hope work's been treating you good, my brothers. Most of all, I hope you ain't had to beat up no children this week outside of your own family as well. Like I'm just putting it out there. Don't want you to beat up nobody else's children and neither your own either. So, Anyway, my brothers, I hope you're all good. I hope you're all good. I'm not too bad myself. Work today was woo a bit mad. But I got through it and I got home, made some dinner, went out to see my granddad, went to go and check my nan, come back in here to sit down and chat to you, man, about something that I've been thinking about like all day. Preparing our children. There are so many different things that we prepare our children for throughout life. I don't know if you feel like this. I felt like this sometimes. Like I just feel like I'm preparing my child for everything, just something else. There's always something else I'm trying to prepare my children for, both my sons. And I started running through different stages in their life. Started preparing them for solid foods. we just start there. Early days, preparing them for school, preparing them for, or should I say, preparing them for nursery, and then preparing them for school, preparing them for secondary school and college, and whatever else you wanted to do, or should I say, not you, obviously, the boys, whatever they wanted to do with life after that. It's important that I point out myself and the missus were always trying to make sure that the boys did something extracurricular and always tried to push their academics as well, because we understood, growing from the families that we both came from, we understood that if you've got a little backing and a little money behind you, you can go a real long way. Me and my missus tried so hard to make sure that the boys were doing something on the weekend or after school. They just had to, because we understood that these little boys that we had, they've got enough energy that has to go somewhere. It's not going out our road. Definitely not happening. You've got to focus that energy somewhere. And we tried so many different things until they found what they did. And it's helped them in their lives. Or should I say, let's stick with the wording. It's helped them prepare so much for what they're doing in their own lives. Oh, just a second. That was my son helping out his fiance. I would like to think that I have had a hand in helping preparing him take on the responsibilities that he's trying to take on in his life now. I know I've had a hand in it. I know I have. It's just you can never really tell as a parent how much influence you have had on your own child until you actually see them outside of your own house and working, not necessarily working, but just being around other people. It was hard for me personally because I was never really a person that was outside too much. I'm outside more now than I ever have been in my life. No, that's not right. Actually, that's not right. It was hard for me because I was always outside. That is the you're not remembering life properly. I was always outside, so I knew there were things that situations my sons could get involved in, yeah, that were way out of their control or way out of their purview of even thinking. Lots of things. I had an insight into life that made it very unique for me. I said this to myself on my way home from my nan's. Like I was I was too good to be a bad boy, but just a bit too bad to be a good boy. I don't know how that worked out. I was in a very, very unique space. And having those experiences helped me prepare my sons for what they've had to go through in their short lives so far. And hopefully it will help advise or influence their actions later on in life. I don't know how much that will affect them, what I've said, what I've done, the experiences that we've had together. I don't know. I have no idea. I can hope that all the effort that I've put in to show them and try and teach them as best I can has not fallen on deaf ears, so to speak, but it's something that they can look back on and say, yeah, my dad helped me with this. My brothers, I tell you what, yeah, not having seen that kind of preparation firsthand and then trying to do it on my own without knowing what to do, it was extremely hard. Let me tell you this, and that was extremely hard. And I'm gonna tell you this, my brothers, you will find it hard if you have not had a a consistent role model in your life. You will find it hard to just function as being a dad. I did. I don't know. You know what? I don't know if you will find it hard. I cannot say that. I can only tell you how things happened for me. I found it difficult because I was very unsure of what I was doing. I was extremely unsure of what I was doing. I was very hesitant to do certain things because I didn't know if it was the right thing to do or not. But at the same time, I was very forward in what I wanted to do. Now, I've had years with my sons trying to prepare them for this thing we call life. I don't think I'll ever be, I don't think I'll ever be able to prepare them as much as I would like to. There is no way possible that can happen because there will be a little bit of oversight. There will be something that I don't think about. And when it happens, I'm like, I wish I did tell them about that. It will happen because I've experienced so many different things. I cannot isolate each and every individual moment and say this is a teachable moment. That's a teachable moment. This is a teachable moment because ultimately, bro, I'm still growing as a human being myself. I'm still trying to function in a world that I'm teaching my sons to function in, preparing them to preparing my youngest to start teaching another young man. What? I've never done that before. I don't know how to do that. I was unsure of how to be a dad myself. Now I've done it. I can explain to him, I can try and give him pointers on, do this and try and do that and be prepared for this and be prepared for that. I could sit down and tell him so many different little things. And as I just stated, there will be one thing that I forget. And I'll be like, why didn't I say something? That's just how life goes, unfortunately. That is exactly how life goes. None of us know exactly what's going to happen, which is why we try and prepare our children as best we can. I have tried so hard. Or should I say, do you know what? I don't know. I do know. I know what I've done. And I know what my missus has done. And I know what we've done together. And the things that we've overcome personally to pursue preparing our children for life, dope. Absolutely brilliant. Because you have to overcome certain things in yourself. There's certain things you have to be able to look at inside yourself and say, okay, all right, I understand where I may have gone wrong or what I could have done better. Now I've got children. Let me try and pass this knowledge on. You know, constructive criticism. That's how we have to look at it sometimes, because these youngsters now, they like to they take things to heart too much. I said this so many times. They're too soft. I don't like it. I think they're too soft. They might not be. You know, they could. It's just how they grow. They didn't grow like me. Yeah, my sons didn't grow up in the same kind of environment that I did. First of all, they had both parents in their house. Second of all, they got no sisters. Those are two major things for me. I grew up in a one parent household with two sisters, one sister for a long time. Yeah. And my cousins stay in, come in, go in, my aunts come in, go in. And then my youngest sister, me, my mum, my sister, my aunt, my nan's, granddad's. Yeah, I got to see my brother when I was younger, cousins and everything, but not the same as living with them. So preparing my sons, back to the topic at hand, preparing my sons to actually live with females is a major thing at the moment, because I'm like, one of them is actually in the process of moving back and forward very frequently, and the other one, his girlfriend's pregnant. Used to, now are in the position where, or should I say, one has his fiance and one's girlfriend's pregnant. Doesn't really matter how I say it, but I just need to point that out. Both of them are now in positions where living with a female is not only likely, it's not only possible, it's more, it's inevitable now. It definitely is. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. Do you have the skills to live with somebody that is not your parent? As I said, been preparing these boys for a long time for various different things. I didn't know I'd be preparing them to be leaving my house so soon. I thought they'd be staying for years, but I've been preparing them for it. I didn't know I'd have to be preparing my son to be a dad so early in his life, but that's what I'm having to do. I also didn't know that I'd be preparing my oldest son for taking on responsibility of having a lifelong partner when he did. But that's exactly what I've done. And it seems to have worked quite well, because they're both very level-headed young men. They got their ways about them. Who doesn't? Every human being does. But I think I've done the best job I could have done, or in certain situations, yeah, preparing my sons to grow into the men that they have become and the men that they're going to be. There is only so much we can do as parents. You out there, my brothers, are doing exactly the same thing, whether you have daughters or sons. You're preparing your children for life. You may be at the stage where you're preparing them for school, primary school or secondary, or further education in college or university. Preparing your child for a marriage, preparing your child for fatherhood, motherhood, whatever it may be. We are all on this roller coaster called life together. You might be sitting at the front, I'm sitting in the middle, someone else is sitting in the back. We're all on the same ride, we just got a different perspective. We might not get on at the same time, but you know what? We all have to, eventually. And we've been prepared. Now it's our time to prepare our children. I don't know how well you're doing. I cannot profess to know how well I'm doing. I hope I'm doing a good job. It could be that I'm sitting here and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing all right. Brothers, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to say to myself, D, I'm pretty sure you've done an all right job. I've said this so many times. I can only wait and see what the boys do. I can only wait and see what the boys bring back to me and tell me later on in life. You see, when they're gone and they're out of my house for a little while, and then they come back and the conversations we have together is then will I be able to go, oh, okay, he was listening. Oh, okay, you did hear me. Until then, my brother or brothers out there, all of you, I don't know. I'm not 100%, 70, 80% sure that what I've done for them and how I've taught them has helped them. Definitely, definitely. But I don't think we can ever be sure of what we've done, how well we've prepared our children, or how well our children will function. How well did you function when starting your life out as an adult on your own, not with parents, just yourself? Was it easy or was it hard? Now think about the lessons you've taught your children or child and how easy or hard it may be for them to function as an adult in today's society. It's not going to be the same, I'll tell you that much. But I suppose we can all sit back one day and look at our situations and our children and be happy. Hopefully, we can do that. I'm hoping that I can do that. One day, I don't know. I'm hoping. I know that there's lessons that I've taught my sons that they will definitely utilize in their lives every day. And there's lessons that they may not utilize ever. I don't know. But I can only hope. Bros, not trying to chew your ear off or anything, just trying to keep it sweet. I hope that every time I come in here and I sit down and I talk to you, it's giving you something to think about, whether it be for yourself or your children, or one of your brethren, one of your guys that you know, one of your friends, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, whoever. Please point them in the direction of future fathers. We can all share our experiences together, as I keep saying on so many different occasions. Bros, don't forget the store as usual, www.walletbutcher.bigcartel.com. Discord is also up. Always links in the description for the store and the Discord. My brothers, you've always been wonderful to me with the comments and the likes and everything. I'd just like to say thank you very much. Ooh, sorry. Thank you very much for the added, or should I say, all the new followers on Instagram, the new subscribers on YouTube, all the comments and all the likes. My brothers, please, please, please keep going. Like, share, subscribe, do the flicky button, post notifications. So when the next videos go, you will be notified. My brothers, I've been D. This is the Future Fathers FF podcast. Please, do me a favor. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. Stay well and stay blessed.